Social skills are very important. Whether you're an introvert, an extrovert, an ambivert, it doesn't matter. You need to master certain social skills to be able to get ahead in several aspects of life, like in your workplace, to get a girlfriend, to manage social situations. Some social skills are necessary, are very important. In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 social skills that are critical that you need to master to get ahead in life. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Solomon and welcome to this channel. I know that there are people who struggle socially, people who have difficult time managing social situations, people who struggle with having conversations, people who can't talk to strangers. There are a lot of people out there, and I've been in that situation before where I had issues with a social situation. But over time, I began to master several social skills that I'm going to share with you today. Today, I'm going to share with you 6 social skills that I think are relevant, that I think you need to help you get ahead at work, in life, and every other endeavor. Social skill number 1 is the conversationalist. Conversations are critical. They're important in relationships, in social situations. When you meet strangers, conversations are critical. The type and depth and quality of conversations that you have with people are critical. And a conversationalist is able to start a conversation. A conversationalist is able to go deep into a conversation. A conversationalist is able to keep a conversation going. And a conversationalist is able to end the conversation. So this is a skill that you need to have. It doesn't matter your personality type. You can be an introvert, you can be an extrovert, an ambivert, a false introvert. It doesn't matter. You should be able to have conversations. You should strive to be a conversationalist. You don't want to be in a situation where you can't initiate conversations. You don't want to be in a situation where you always have awkward silences when you're having a conversation with somebody. You don't want to be in that situation. You want to be someone who is able to manage a conversation, someone who is able to have a rich and meaningful conversation with people, with any kind of person, irrespective of their class or their status. Social skill number 2 is the speaker. You can be an amazing conversationalist and a horrible and terrible speaker. They're 2 different things, but it's critical to be able to talk to a crowd, to be able to address a crowd confidently and fearlessly. A good speaker is able to engage a crowd. A good speaker is able to get the attention of a crowd from the beginning of the speech through to the end of the speech. You need to master this skill. You need to understand how to become a good speaker, because you never know when someone is going to call on you to give a speech or to say something in a crowd or to give a toast. Your friend might call you up to help them give a toast. You never know. You never know when you're going to be asked to speak in public. So think about it. Think about the need to develop your speaking skills. And to do that, you can join clubs like Toastmasters Club. That's a good option to practice how to become a good speaker. That's number 2. Social skill number 3 is the listener. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone just keeps talking and talking and talking and they barely give you time to chime in, to say something? I think that as much as it is important that you're able to speak, it's also important that you're able to listen. Listen compassionately, listen with empathy, listen to understand the other person's perspective, where they're coming from. It's critical that you're able to listen. Listening skills is essential. That is how you go have deep conversation. If you can't listen properly, if you don't know how to listen, it is difficult to have a deep conversation with anybody. Because to have a deep conversation, you need to be able to understand a person's perspective. You need to be able to empathize. You need to be able to relate with someone. And if you don't know how to listen, that is going to be very difficult to do. Social skill number 4 is the storyteller. Stories are powerful. That ability to tell a story is essential. Whether you're having a conversation or whether you're speaking, it doesn't matter. The ability to tell a story is important. And when you're taking a speech class, for example, one of the things they tell you is that the best way to start a speech is to tell a story. And this is the reason why. As human beings, we have that natural tendency to engage with stories. So when someone starts telling a story, we're engaged and we want to know what happened next. What happened next? What happened next? Tell me more. Okay, what happened next? After that, what happened? Oh, okay, so how did it end? We want to know. So once you tell someone a story, once you incorporate stories into your conversations into your speeches, you create more engagement. So the ability to tell a story is important. And I've done several videos of how to mine your stories, how to go back and bring out your stories and how to craft those stories and the best ways to tell your stories. So you need to learn, you need to understand how to tell a story. You need to practice how to tell the story. Social skill number 5 is the decoder. I like this one. A decoder is able to read facial expressions and body language. So a decoder can tell when someone is happy, but they're not showing it, they're trying to hide it, or when someone is angry or when someone is about to get angry. A decoder can tell that someone is tired of a conversation and it alters how they go about that conversation. For example, if you're having a conversation with someone and the person wants to go, they're tired, they want to end the conversation, a decoder can tell by looking at the facial expression and the body language and tell that this person is over with whatever we're talking about. And the decoder knows how to just round up the conversation and let the person go. So normally you think, if you don't pay close attention, you think that to be a decoder, it comes naturally. No, nothing comes naturally. It doesn't come naturally. It comes from experiences, from past experiences, from learning, because you can learn to understand facial expressions, you can learn to understand body languages, so that when you see those body languages or that particular facial expression, you can tell, oh, this is what is happening, and you take the necessary action to manage whatever situation it is. So think about being a decoder. Find ways to practice being a decoder, understanding facial expressions and body language. Social skill number 6 is the connector. This is one social skill that I am still working on, that I'm trying to develop even more in my own personal life. A connector doesn't just engage with people. A connector is able to bring people together. And usually connectors have lots of contacts. They know a lot of people. For example, if you're single, a connector is able to tell you about someone else that is single and bring the two of you together. If you're looking for a job, a connector usually could tell you, I know someone who is employing, and they bring you together, you with the person who is employing together. And the reason why it's important to be a connector is that people naturally gravitate towards you. People love you. People love connectors. People love people who are able to give others opportunity, who are able to refer them to other people. So connectors are very important. So think about developing the ability to connect people together. Just like I'm doing, I'm trying to develop that skill myself, because I think it's essential to be able to connect people together, to be able to refer one person to another, to be able to help people. I think is a very important social skill. So there you have it, 6 social skills that are critical, that are essential to help you get ahead. If you know anybody that needs this video, try to share this video. And if you have other comments regarding the topic, just put the comment below in the comment section. I appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please make sure you subscribe. And until next time, stay connected.